Hashtag mood. I just wanna do my thing, fly like a chicken wing, drip down in crystal bling, family over everything, and that shit will never change. Yeah, the world is my stage, ain't like you, I submit. Hashtag mood. I just wanna do my thing, fly like a chicken wing, drip down in crystal bling, family over everything.
Hey, it's your girl Twan. What up, what up, what up? Hey, what's up, okay? If you are new to my page, hello and welcome. I am Twan the Mystik. I am a rapper, I'm a tarot reader, I'm an artist, I'm an interior designer, decor lover, okay? And I have a business called House Mystik. And on House Mystik, I sell spiritual art, spiritual decor, spiritual baths, sage, incense, all types of spiritual stuff, okay? So yeah, and I also have my tarot readings and astrology readings on there as well. So if those are some things that interest you, make sure you go to housemystik.com. And also, since you've landed on this video, you might as well subscribe, okay? You might as well hit that thumbs up button, and you might as well hit that notification bell so you're updated every time I drop a new YouTube video, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your reading. Alright, so I know I've been slacking a little bit on the YouTube videos because I remember I was dropping them like that at one point, and I don't know, just I've been doing a lot, just figuring out a lot, okay? Doing a lot and trying to relax my brain. So yeah, I'm like, you know what, I have to at least do the September reading, okay? The September tarot scopes. Alright, so here I am with your tarot scopes, alright? So, yeah, as you may know, I usually do them in 4 different parts. Like, I do a part for the fire signs, the earth signs, the air signs, and the water signs, okay? And the timestamps will be in the description, so you don't have to, like, watch through the whole video. You can just go right to your reading, okay? And these are for sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mercury. So if you have like your sun in an air sign and your moon in like a fire sign, watch both of those, okay? So yeah, let's go ahead and get into your September tarot predictions, okay? Hello, 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 my beautiful fire signs. And the fire signs, of course, are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. And this is for sun, moon, rising, Venus, or Mercury in those signs, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your reading and see what will be going on for you during September 2020, okay? So starting off, I see here, interesting. We have portal. Doors are opening, you decide, rewards, wild card. Okay, so I be trying to show y'all the cards like y'all can see it. My camera never focuses in on them. I'm like, what is that about? Anywho, yeah. So with this portal card, I feel like this month you're gonna be making a lot of decisions because it says you decide or whatever. And I think you're going to be making a lot of decisions, and you need to go within more instead of looking how other people are doing things. Of course, like, you know, take advice when someone's giving you sound advice, of course, but don't feel like you have to do things how other people do it, because you know how it says like you decide, rewards, wild card. And the fact that it says wild card it's making me think of like you you not doing things how people expect you to do them, you know what I mean? Because like maybe you've been seeing like, oh, this person has their business and maybe I should do it like this, or this person has this career and maybe I should do it like this, or my parents said I should do this, and you know what I mean? And Spirit wants you to decide and to trust your own intuition on how to do things instead of looking towards other people to be like, okay, well, this person does kind of what I do, so maybe I should do what they're doing. You know what I mean? I think you're being called to embrace your uniqueness, your authentic self, okay? We also have I Remember, Soul Plan, the Fated Life versus the Destiny Life, okay? So I feel like a lot of you, yeah, you're stepping into your authentic self. And for some reason this is giving me like breaking generational pattern vibes, okay? Because I think you're just not really meant to be like your family. Like, you're really not. And you're not meant to do things how your parents tell you to do it. And I'm not saying to just be like, oh, you know what I mean, just straight up rude to your people that are giving you advice and stuff like that. But I think you need to pay way more attention to your intuition, okay? Pay more attention to your intuition, because your soul knows what you're supposed to be doing, okay? Your soul knows. And yeah, you don't have to do things like how other people are doing it. And I think that's something you're going to be thinking a lot about this month, or you're going to be discovering or something this month, that you should follow your own heart instead of what other people are telling you to do. Okay, fall into my arms. Surrender, holding opposites, extremes of life. So I noticed with this card, there's both pools of water. So maybe this month you need to spend more time around water, do more spiritual baths. Maybe you need to drink way more water. Maybe you've been like super dehydrated, or maybe just doing more to nurture yourself this month, such as working out, resting, go to the spa, take a vacation, you know, whatever you can to relax yourself. Because I feel like you've just been, it may have been like for the past few months, or maybe since the beginning of the year, but I'm really sensing the past few months you've just been, your mind has been just like all over the place, or you've just been really busy with working, or maybe you've experienced something like really disappointing, or just something, and you're kind of bouncing back from that. It could have even been like a health issue or something like that, and you're bouncing back from that, and Spirit is wanting you to like really nurture yourself so you don't like fall back into that. Or also you're just healing from a lot of trauma that's been resurfacing, which may have made you feel like not really motivated in your life. So maybe it's like there's a need to just really rest yourself and nurture yourself and love on yourself. You know, do more to nurture yourself this month. Because she's even holding like a little baby. So I feel like that's you nurturing yourself this month. And then I also feel like it has to do with Spirit letting you know that they got you. They got you. Because if you could see the card, it's like a whole bunch of spirits standing around this lady that's holding a baby. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, you're starting something new. You probably just started a new business or something like that. And Spirit is like letting you know that they got you. They got you as you step into this new career or business, or maybe you're wanting to move somewhere. I feel like this has been coming up for the fire signs like all the time lately when I'm doing readings for you guys. Let me say us, okay? But yeah, Spirit is with you as you like do this or start this new thing, okay? So we also have Earth School, Life Lessons, Soul Growth, Study, Higher Learning. So yeah, Spirit is definitely saying that this month you need to take time to study. Take time to study maybe certain things that you find yourself interested in. Maybe you're feeling called to go back to school. Maybe some of you guys will take some courses or something. But I feel like this month is the perfect time to do a lot of research, a lot of studying, okay? Especially about business for a lot of you guys. I'm hearing business. There's a need to do a lot of studying about like business and marketing and stuff. But it could just be about like certain spiritual subjects, because I think some of you guys are getting called to do something more spiritual. Like maybe getting to tarot reading or like aromatherapy, plant medicine, Reiki, crystals, you know, something like that. And especially because the next card we have here is star bathing, light body, crystal grid, transmission activation. And y'all not gonna be able to see the card, but she's laying here and she's receiving downloads. She's receiving downloads. So I feel like through the studying that you guys will be doing, you'll be receiving downloads. And it's like downloads of inspiration. Like maybe you'll be studying and then you'll be like, okay, that's what I need to do. Like you're feeling called into a certain subject and you'll be receiving downloads and you're like, oh, okay, that's what I'm supposed to do. Okay, I'm gonna take this information and I'm gonna use it this way, okay? So yeah, a lot of you guys are studying or being called to study this month. And spiritual baths, you know, I was already kind of talking about that. So doing more spiritual baths, doing more like nurturing of the soul, okay? Nurturing of the soul, nurturing of the spirit, nurturing of the actual body, because maybe, like I said, you're bouncing back from maybe some type of physical illness or some type of trauma you've experienced recently, or it's like resurfacing or just something like that. But there's a need to relax yourself and probably working more with crystals. Like if you could get the kinds that are like for each chakra and like lay down and put them on each chakra, I think that'll help you. Or maybe if you listen to sound frequencies that can help with cleansing each chakra. And some of you guys are probably being called into like sound therapy or whatever, like using singing bowls and stuff. So you should definitely get into that if that's something you like. All right. So we also have water your garden. I mean, wow. Like I promise you, I don't look at these cards when I'm picking them. I just like ask spirit, what do they need to hear? You know what I mean? And I was already picking up on the fact that you need to nurture yourself. And we have water your garden, nourishment, body care, tenderness, rest. So yeah, so maybe spirit is really wanting you to take time to rest and study, okay? Like lay down and read a book, okay? Lay down and read a book. And I'm talking to myself too, because I'm like, no, I just wanna do what I gotta do. But spirit is like, no, take some time to rest, take some time to chill. So yeah, this month, please take some time to chill, all right? And maybe you need to learn more about eating healthier, and maybe just, yeah, learning about different things that can help with relieving stress. And I feel like that's something, for some of you guys, it's connected to your life purpose, like getting into something that helps with relieving stress, such as, like I said, sound therapy, crystal therapy, aromatherapy, massage therapy, actual therapy, you know, things like that. I think you're definitely getting called in that direction. So we have surrender to sweetness, Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. Okay, so I mean, rest, okay? Rest. You're being called to rest. And with this Venus energy card coming up, I wonder if like Venus, the planet Venus, is like affecting your chart in any way. Like maybe you have some type of like conjunction going on with Venus, or Venus in the first house, or your Venus return, or just something. You should go look at your birth chart. Yeah, go check out your birth chart and see what your transits are right now, because maybe you have something going on with Venus, and this Venus energy is calling you to rest, relax, take care of yourself, take it easy, take it slow, don't overwork yourself, don't do too much, okay? And you know, towards the end of the month, we will be in Libra season, so I mean, that's associated with Venus. So maybe that for you guys, but I do think that there's something going on with Venus in your chart. So definitely, yeah, tap into that Venus energy. Listen to some Venus frequencies. They're on YouTube, okay? That's what I do. Tap into that Venus energy, okay? And relax yourself. And spend more time with the people you love, such as your family, your boo, your besties, you know, stuff like that this month, okay? So, oh, oopsie. We got your commitment is being tested. Okay, so for some of you guys, you know, I was talking about this already. I feel like for some of you guys, you're bouncing back from something that was just so like disappointing. There's something so disappointing that happened that you are kind of like bouncing back from. And I feel like it tested your commitment because you asked yourself, should I even be doing this? Like, should I even be doing this? Like, I don't even know. Or maybe things just aren't going how you want it to go, or like certain situations just trying you and you're just like, what the fuck? What is happening? Okay, maybe certain family members telling you what the fuck are you doing, or make you feel some type of way about yourself. You know, people make you feel some type of way about yourself, or just things not going like how you wanted it to go. And I feel like it's testing your commitment, and I feel like it's spirit, like spirit is wanting you to bounce back, like, and that's why, but I feel like you know that, so that's why you're bouncing back. That's why you're bouncing back. For some of you guys, like I was saying, your health or something, and it kind of tested you a little, maybe tested your, I want to say tested your faith, tested you a little bit, but I feel like anything that you're bouncing back from, it was all to help with building your strength, okay? Anything that you're bouncing back from that's like disappointing, or like your health, or like a breakup, or like friends that really suck, or, you know, family that really sucks, you know, something like that, is just testing your strength. It's, or not really testing your strength, building your strength, okay? It's building your strength so that, you know, you remain committed, okay? Committed to your health, committed to your business, committed to your career, committed to whatever, you know, whatever it is. But I do think anything that you're bouncing back from this month, or maybe the past couple months you've been trying to bounce back from it, you, it was all to build your strength, okay? So we also have the end of a tough cycle approaches. Full moon in Capricorn. I can't make this stuff up because I was literally just saying you're bouncing back from something. You're bouncing back from something. What, I don't know what it is. Like I said, for some of you it's a relationship, like you broke up, or like something dealing with your family where they like tried to play you, or you're disappointed in them, or like maybe something with your career, your business, a job. Maybe you quit your job, or you got fired, or like you just, I feel like you went through something that was just really like heart-wrenching or whatever, and you're bouncing back from that, especially with this end of a tough cycle approaches. Like, yeah, this is definitely telling me you're bouncing back. And even with it being the Capricorn card, Capricorn is associated with Saturn, and Saturn is the sign of like tests, like restrictions, limitations, things that like happen to teach you a lesson, okay? And this thing that you're bouncing back from was meant to, like I said, build your strength and teach you a lesson, okay? And the end of that tough cycle is approaching. And another thing with this card, like I'm feeling like a lot of you guys either quit your job or you got fired from your job. Something with your job, you know, it's ending, okay? Like maybe you're wanting your job to end or something like that, or like, yeah, like I said, you got fired or something with a job. And if you're currently at a job that you hate, you might as well just quit, okay? You might as well, okay? Because this card has to do with leaving a job that like is just not fulfilling you any longer. You're just there for the money, okay? And it's just time to leave and do your own thing, all right? And like find something that's way better suited. So yeah, interesting. That is so funny. Okay, so got the last 4 cards here. So let me try to see if I can sum this up. So Knight of Pentacles, and we got 2 of Swords reversed. Okay, so with these 2 cards, I feel like, yeah, you're making decisions about your career. You're making a lot of decisions around your career, around your finances this month, about business, like what moves you need to make, what strategy you need to make, or like just a lot of decisions. And I feel like that's why study came up, because I think with you, I'm saying so much, but with you making certain decisions, you need to be informed. You need to make informed decisions. So wait, did I say that right? Informed decisions. Yeah, you need to make informed decisions. And yeah, that's why you need to gain some knowledge so that you can make informed decisions and you're not just doing things blindly, okay? You're not just doing it blindly. But yeah. And we also have the Tower reversed and Ace of Cups reversed. So I feel like with these last two cards, a lot of feelings are resurfacing, or they've been resurfacing for the past couple months, okay, for you to deal with. And now they're beginning to clear away. They're beginning to clear away. You're bouncing back and stuff like that. But I do think that there's still like some forgiveness that needs to happen this month. There's still some belief systems that you're needing to get over, because that's another thing I feel like you've kind of been maybe struggling with a little bit. Because fire signs, you guys are confident. You're very, very confident, but I feel like there's some belief system, because I was kind of touching on this earlier, like maybe, because I think I said something about like you're not meant to be like your family or whatever. You're not meant to be like your family. And I think there's certain belief systems that you're needing to really finally let go of, okay? Because you having these certain belief systems are kind of like fucking with your mind, okay? And fucking with your money, okay? And even sometimes attracting people and situations that you don't want. And yeah, so there's a need to really, really release certain belief systems that you have, or even beliefs that you have about, you know, yourself, about money, about relationships, about whatever. Any of those beliefs that's just not serving you, it's just time to really let that shit go, okay? And forgive the past. And when I say forgive, it doesn't mean that you're condoning what someone did and what happened. It's just that you need to forgive the past for yourself, okay? For yourself, so that you can move on. All right, fire signs? So that was my reading for you guys. Like I said, if you want to book a reading with me, go to housemystik.com, or the link will be in the description, okay? And also, if this reading resonated with you, make sure you leave a comment and tell me what you think. And also hit that subscribe button and hit that like button, okay? And also that notification button, so you're updated every time I drop something new, all right? Have a great rest of the month, and I will see you again in one of my other videos. Hello, 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 my beautiful earth signs. And the earth signs are Virgo, Capricorn, and Taurus. And let me say happy birthday, Virgos. Okay, we in the building. Happy birthday, okay. All right, so yeah, let me go ahead and get into your reading. All right, so first of all, let me just say, if you're not subscribed already, make sure you subscribe. Also hit that thumbs up button, and also that notification bell, so you're updated every time you or every time I drop a video, okay? So let's see. Oh, this is looking good already. Oh man. Okay, spirit. Okay, so let me go ahead and just talk about why I'm saying it already looks good. Because the first two cards that came out was luck is on your side, new moon in Sagittarius. And then we also have you are good enough, full moon in Virgo. And the reason why I said, oh, this is looking good already, because like, think about it. It says luck is on your side and you are good enough. So earth signs, okay? You've been humble too long, okay? You've been humble too long. It's time to start wilding. That's like my favorite quote. But not for real. Like, you are good enough, okay? Whatever you are putting your efforts towards, your mind towards, your energy towards, luck is on your side as you do this, okay? This is giving me goosebumps because, not to make this about me, but literally with my YouTube videos, I'll be like, Spirit, am I supposed to be doing this? Do people care about these videos? Do people care about my readings? You know what I mean? And I feel like that's something that you guys may be kind of going through as well, because you're like, I mean, should I be doing this? I don't know. You know what I mean? Even though like on the outside you may not necessarily give that I don't know what the fuck I'm doing look. You have a great poker face, okay? But on the inside you probably be like, oh my god, am I supposed to be doing this? Like, you know what I mean? So don't get caught up in those feelings, because you are good enough. Luck is on your side. Whatever you've been feeling called towards, do it, okay? Put your energy towards it, put your efforts towards it, put your mind towards it. Like your ambition is unmatched, okay? It's unmatched, okay? So the fact that you are so ambitious and stuff, that's what's gonna help you succeed. Like the fact that you just don't give up, all right? It's gonna help you succeed. So yeah, this month, just realize you are good enough. You are good enough. And I think it's crazy that the Virgo card came out, because you know we are, as I'm making this video, we're in Virgo season. So yeah, like I said, shout out to the Virgos. Hey, I'm a Virgo. Okay, anyway, but yeah, you need to realize you are good enough. And then with this Sagittarius card, I feel like a lot of you guys wow, this is funny, are being called to get on YouTube, okay? You're being called to get on YouTube, or like make more content, like maybe do like more stuff with video, or like speaking with people. Maybe some of you guys are into like motivational speaking, or like production, or like blogging, vlogging, things like that. Or I'm hearing producing, because I said production, but I was thinking more so like movies. But maybe you're like a beat maker as well, or like you do something with music, like a writer, maybe write books, poetry, teaching. I'm also hearing teaching, something like that, something, podcasting, you know, something along those lines, okay? But yeah, you're being called to do more of that, and you are good enough. It doesn't matter how many people are doing it. You do it because Spirit is calling you to do it, okay? So, wow, we got all paths lead to home, inner authority, intuition, turn your gaze within. Wow, so I kind of had a similar message for the fire sign. So maybe some of you guys have like fire in your chart as well, like Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, okay? Maybe you have that in your chart as well. And this is talking about how you need to like look towards yourself to give yourself advice. I mean, you know, of course, take sound advice. Take sound advice when it's needed. If it seems sound, you know, enough to be used. But I also feel like you need to listen to what your heart is saying and how you should do things, because I think, especially with us earth signs, a lot of earth signs, their parents tend to be very, very traditional. Not all earth signs, not all of you guys, but most of us, we tend to have like really traditional parents, and they always say, you should do this, or you should do that, or live life like this, live life like that. And it's like, Spirit is saying, how do you want to live your life? How do you measure success? Like, what is success to you? And that's something that I think you need to ask yourself this month. What does success mean to you? Okay? What does it mean to you? Not like what your parents said, or what someone on Instagram said, or you know what I mean? Like I said, take sound advice, but also turn your gaze within and pay attention to what your heart is telling you to do. And even with all paths leading to home, I feel like a lot of you guys are like multi-talented. Like you have many, many ideas, and maybe you're just, this month you're like, should I start with this? Should I start with this? Should I do this over here? Should I, you know what I mean? And I feel like with all those gifts you have, it all will lead to success. And you just gotta start somewhere. You have to start somewhere and build on that, okay? So we also have lifting the veil, questioning everything, anything unaligned must go. Didn't I just talk about this? I was just talking about how, like, yeah, you need to listen to your heart. What is spirit telling you to do? Like, not what your mom or your sister or your friend or whoever told you how to do things. No. Of course, like I said, take sound advice, but do what resonates with you, okay? And anything that's not aligned with who you are and what your heart is telling you, okay, be gone. Okay, and then child of the cosmos, the intelligence of the universe lies within you. I mean, come on, spirit. All right. All right. So yeah, this is another message talking about how you need to listen to yourself, okay? And it even piggybacks off of the all paths lead to home card. Or wait. Oh no, the you are good enough card. Because you need to realize how intelligent and talented you are, okay? I feel like a lot of you guys are very, like, multi-talented. You have, like, a bunch of ideas. You have, like, a whole bunch of ideas, and you're just thinking, which way should I go? How should I do it? Should I do it like this? Maybe, you know, you've seen other people doing things in a certain way, and it made you do things in a certain way, or someone said you should do things in a certain way. And I feel like this month you are being called to ask yourself, like, how do you want to do this shit? Like, how do you want to do it? Okay? And also, I think this month, pay more attention to your dreams, okay? Pay more attention to your dreams, because I think they will definitely be speaking to you this month, telling you what to do, because maybe some of you are confused about what steps to take first. And yeah, pay attention to your dreams. And something is also telling me to tell you, like, your birth chart, like, look more in your birth chart, because it'll tell you about your strengths, and it'll give you more clarity about your purpose. If you don't really, like, maybe you've kind of just been moving throughout life and you're doing this over here, and I feel like if you do more with your birth chart, like, look more into it, like, deeper into it, it'll explain a lot of your life's events. It'll explain your weaknesses. It'll tell you your strengths. It'll tell you your purpose, you know, things like that. So birth chart, and I do birth chart readings, you know, but if you already have an idea about your birth chart, like, you've looked into it already, you need to look deeper into it. But if you haven't, hit your girl up, okay? Hit your girl up. Okay, so anywho, we also have jump in, Andromedan energy, adventure, say yes to change. Wow, this is so crazy. I was just watching a reading about Andromeda. Is that how you say it? Andromeda? Anyway, anywho, so yeah, say yes to change. Okay. So I think for a lot of you guys, you're going through a change this year. Like, I think, you know, as a collective, we've all been going through, like, all types of changes, you know what I mean? But you guys, especially earth signs, and I'm wondering if it's because, you know, we have Uranus in Taurus right now. So I feel like it's affecting all of the earth signs, because it's trining with the people that have their sun, moon, or rising in, like, an earth sign. Okay, so you're going through a lot of changes. And also, if you have Uranus in Capricorn, it's making a trine with Uranus as well. So it's like, you're going through a lot of changes. Okay, so that's probably why your year has been, like, you know what I mean? And then next year, going into next year, it's going to be a year, world year number 5. So lots of changes going on. Anywho, if you're feeling called to do something such as, like, doing more YouTube videos, maybe doing music, making beats, writing a book, moving somewhere new, you know what I mean? I feel like this month is the time to start. This is the time, I feel like, to take the leap of faith, because I feel like you've been waiting, and Spirit is like, jump already, okay? Jump already. It's time to jump. And because I feel like the last month reading? I forgot, but it was talking about, like, you know, waiting. But I feel like this month is the time to take a chance, take a risk, okay? And I'm not saying to just, you know, like, I don't know, like, just do something crazy, but maybe you should do something crazy, Earth signs. Like, take a freaking chance. I feel like Spirit is wanting you to take a chance on yourself. Take some type of risk. Like, if you're feeling like you want to move out of state, or you're wanting to just finally take a chance on something dealing with your career, like going into business for yourself, or like dropping a music project, dropping more YouTube videos, dropping that podcast, dropping that clothing line, dropping that business idea, you know what I mean? Whatever it is, Spirit is telling you to take a freaking chance on yourself. Okay, so we also have We the Hathors, Deep Love, Mother's Milk, Birth as a portal. So yeah, I definitely feel like rebirth, a change. Like you're making some type of big change in your career, or there's gonna be, wow, and I just looked down at my timer and it was 555. That is crazy. That is crazy. So yeah, you're definitely going through some big changes when it, like, I feel like in all areas of your life. So just go with it. Go with it, okay? Go with it and take a risk. I feel like it's time for you to take some type of risk, okay? We also have You Got the Love, Hadarian energy, codependency, boundaries. So I also feel like this month it's so important that you say no to people. Say no when you have to. And Earth signs, it's not that we're people pleasers. I don't want to say we're people pleasers, but we tend to think we can do everything. We tend to think we can do everything all the time, and we don't need rest, team no sleep, and that is not true, okay? You need to stop it right now, Earth signs. You need to stop it. You need to stop it, okay? Say no when you have to. And then also, I think it's time for you to, like, I think I said set boundaries already, but I think there's certain people in your surroundings, or like your friend group, or maybe with your family or something like that, that just, they take advantage of you. They take advantage of you. And I think I talked about this last month for you guys, and it's time to start being like, hell fucking no. Period. Okay? Period. And also, I feel like you may also be dependent on the opinions of others, Earth signs, and fuck the opinions, okay? Fuck them, okay? Let them go, okay? So we also have, wow, 8 of Cups. We have 8 of Cups, and this is walking away from something. He's walking away. So I do feel like, because, you know, we had that card that said say yes to change. So I feel like, yeah, you're moving into happiness, and it might require you to take a risk. So if you're feeling like, okay, I'm about to drop this project, or I'm about to paint this picture, or I'm about to move out of state, I'm about to move out my parents' house, I'm about to do whatever the case may be, Spirit, I feel like, is supporting you as you make these changes this month, okay? Spirit is definitely supporting you as you make changes and walk away from any situation that's just been draining your life force, okay? Or helping you with saying no to people that are just trying to take up your time. Like, just say no. Walk away from anyone or anything that is not making you happy this month, okay? And it could even be like what I was talking about with the yeah, the opinions of others when they're telling you, oh, you should do this, you should live life this way, you should make this decision, you should do this. Walk away from that. It's no. Do what your heart is telling you to do, okay? And if it's telling you to take that leap of faith, do that shit. Because even on the jump in card, if you could see it, it's like she's literally jumping into an eye, okay? And when I whenever I see that card, it always makes me think of like when your intuition is telling you to do this certain thing and you just jump, you just do it, okay? So just do it already. So we have 9 of Cups reversed, and with this card coming out, it's definitely making me think, because it came after the 8 of Cups card, and I feel like you're moving out of this energy though. I feel like you're moving out of this energy of like, you know, you've been wanting to do certain things. You're like, oh, I have this idea to do this, or I want to do that, or I want to, you know what I mean? But you were questioning, like, am I good enough? Am I good enough to even do this? Do I have the money? Do I have the resources? Do I have the time? Do I have the energy? You know what I mean? And Spirit is like, I mean, if you want change, if you want better for yourself, like, why aren't you taking that chance? Why aren't you even taking that chance? You're not even budging. Like, you're not even budging, okay? But I think you're moving out of that energy this month though. I think this is the energy you may have came into the month with, but you'll be moving out of that energy of like, you know, just not doing shit even though you want to do it, okay? And then the last 2 cards we have here is 3 of Pentacles, and we have 5 of Swords reversed. Okay, that was for the cover photo. So anywho, yeah, I feel like the more you put the time and energy into what it is you've been saying you want to do, people are going to recognize your work. People are going to recognize you for what you be doing, okay? Or if you finally was like, you know what, fuck this job, I'm leaving this job, I'm finding something else. When you put your resume out there, people are going to be like, oh wow, she has all these gifts, or well, these skills, and she would be perfect, or he would be perfect for this job. And yeah, if you put your work out there, the more you put your work out there, people are going to recognize you for your work, and they're going to want to work with you, okay? So don't be afraid to put that project out. Don't be afraid to put those YouTube videos out. Don't be afraid to put out that music, those beats, that book, that whatever it is that you do, that hair care product line, I don't know. Whatever it is that you've been feeling called to do, when you finally put it out there, or you continue, because maybe you already started and maybe you haven't seen results yet, the more you put it out there, the more people will be like, oh, I fuck with it. I'm gonna work with them. You know what I mean? So do it, okay? Just do it and release the past. It's time to release the past, because people have said shit about you, your family said shit about you, people made you feel bad for your interests, or you know, because that's what I'm picking up on, because I kind of said this to the fire signs, and for earth signs, we tend to have very traditional families. That's what I've really noticed about earth signs. We tend to have traditional families. Not all, but we tend to have traditional families, or grandparents, or, you know, stuff like that, and it kind of fucks with the mind, okay? And I feel like this generation, or like, I don't know how old you are, whoever's watching this, I don't know how old you are, but right now though, no matter how old you are, I would say right now, we are the ones that are meant to break the way how our family and society was doing the shit. Like, we're meant to break that, okay? We're not supposed to continue. And as you can even see in the world, like, nothing is the same anymore. Nothing is the same anymore. So it's time to go with the changes, okay? Go with the changes and stop allowing people to make you feel crazy for what it is you want to do, and don't let doubt hold you back any longer. It's time to start wilding, okay? All right, so that was your reading, earth signs, okay? If this reading resonated with you, please leave a comment below. Also, make sure you hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you're updated every time I drop something new, okay? And if you'd like to book a reading with me, go to housemystik.com. Have a great rest of the month, and I will talk to you again soon in one of my next videos. Peace. Hello, 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 my beautiful air signs. And the air signs are Aquarius, Aquarius, Gemini, and Libra. Sorry, my mind was a little somewhere else just a second ago. But yes, this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, okay? And yeah, if you're here, you might as well subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you're updated every time I drop a new video. And yeah, let's get into your reading. So, air signs, let's see what y'all got going on. So, first of all, I'm seeing, wow, haha. Okay, so we have Star Family, you're part of a team of souls, call and support. And like right next to it was, you're not alone, isolation, physical connection, community. I mean, they were right next to each other. I thought that was very interesting. So, I feel like the message for you guys this month, air signs, okay, this could mean a number of things. You could be isolating yourself, and it may be because, isolation and stuff like that, social distancing, that's what I meant to say. But I feel like at the same time though, you really don't have to isolate yourself. And I don't mean in like a, you're at every party, because I know what's going on, okay? Not saying you're at every party, you're doing everything, stuff like that. But you could easily, invite your friends over, or go to one of your friends' houses, or, things like that. But I think you have been isolating yourself just a little bit, you know what I mean? But hey, if that's what you want to do, okay. But I think you're feeling a little lonely. It could also be because like you could have gone through like a breakup or like a falling out, or something like that as well. That could be another reason why like you're kind of in isolation mode, because you're like maybe getting over the breakup or getting over some type of falling out or whatever. But with this card, with these two cards coming up, I feel like you need to realize like, yeah, maybe there was that breakup or that falling out or whatever, but you're not alone at the same time. Like, you still have people that love you, that care about you, that support you, okay? So don't feel so down and out. And maybe it's not that you're just down and out. Maybe you're not just like, oh my God. Some of you may be though. Some of you may be, but maybe you're not all of you are just like down and out. But you also need to like, just realize like you do have people that love and support you, okay, that actually really care about you. So don't be afraid to like call them up and be like, hey, look, I'm having a terrible day and I wish we could hang out, and can you come over, or can I come over there, or can we just talk? Like, it's okay. Don't feel like you can't express your feelings. That's another thing. Don't be afraid to express your feelings, okay? So also with this Star Family card, I feel like your ancestors are wanting you to like reach out to them as well, because I think they have some messages for you. I feel like they probably have been sending you messages and you don't realize it's your ancestors, but I think this month they're definitely going to be speaking very clearly to you, like, hey, I'm talking to you, you know what I mean? Maybe you may even feel called to look more into your ancestry or something like that this month. Like, maybe you like know where you're from. You probably know where your family's from or whatever, but maybe you want to look deeper into it, like into your family tree. Maybe talk to your parents more about like, where your family comes from, or if your grandparents are still alive, maybe talking more to them about where they come from, you know, things like that. So we also have the cosmic heart. Devotion, potency, make your life a moving prayer. So the fact that relationship stuff are coming up, and then this is like the cosmic heart, I think this month may have a lot to do with like relationships for you. And you know, Libra season is coming up at the end of this month, and you know, some of you that are watching this could be Libras, or like you have Libra somewhere in your chart. But if you do have Libra like as your sun sign, you know, happy early birthday. Happy early birthday, or whatever. Not or whatever, why did I say that? But happy early birthday. So anywho, I think relationships are a big thing for you right now. Building relationships, like, or strengthening relationships. Like, don't be afraid to call up your friends, or call up your boo, hang out with your boo, hang out with your family. You know, people that really, really care about you. And I also feel like this card is saying what I was kind of talking about with your ancestors wanting you to get more in touch with them, like maybe build an altar for them, or ask your parents more about them, you know, things like that. But I also feel like you're needing to incorporate more spirituality into your daily life, like or maybe make your spiritual practices more regular, you know what I mean? Like, maybe you need to like put it in your schedule more, like you wake up and then you do your meditation, and then you do that, you know, instead of like making it where it's like, you know, you just wake up and maybe you do like a little tiny meditation, and then it's like, oh, you know, I'm out of here. I have work to do. You know what I mean? Oopsie. I just stopped my little timer thing. Sorry, y'all. But anywho, yeah, make sure you're making spirituality part of your everyday routine, or it could be that you're needing to spend more time like listening to more motivational and inspirational stuff, you know, because I think there's a lot of healing of like surrounding your heart right now. Like, I think there's a lot of heart healing that's going on for you, and you're like cleansing a lot of things in your heart because maybe you know, you experienced betrayal, and I think I was talking about that. Like, you could have experienced a falling out or a breakup, or you know, something like that. And I feel like there's a lot of heart healing that needs to be done right now. Or it could be like, you know, heartbreak from the past that's kind of like resurfacing and stuff. And yeah, there's a need to listen to certain things that are very motivational and healing and stuff for you, so that you aren't stuck in the past or stuck in those negative feelings surrounding like heartbreak and betrayal. And I don't know why I keep coming back to heartbreak and betrayal, but I feel like some of you guys are feeling some type of heartbreak and betrayal, or just feeling frustrated about something, and you're needing to do more to uplift your spirit. And I think that's why, you know, the Star Family card came up and the You're Not Alone card came up, because I think your relationships could be very, very uplifting for you, or maybe even having certain conversations with people could be uplifting for you. But I think there's just something that needs to be done as far as your heart. Like, there's a lot of heart chakra healing that needs to happen because of certain relationships that kind of you're bouncing back from. I said this about the fire sign, so I feel like some of you guys, yeah, you're bouncing back from some type of breakup or fallout or some disappointment or something. Anywho, let me move on to the next card. So we got weight of the world, boundaries, let it go, it's not yours to carry. So wow, okay. So yeah, you're cleansing your heart. There's like some type of heart chakra stuff going on this month. Spirit is really asking you to cleanse your heart chakra and to really forgive the past. I think I said that part for the earth signs too. Did I? Or was it the fire signs? I forgot. But anyway, you're needing to cleanse your heart. You're needing to cleanse your heart because, like it said, it's not yours to carry. So whatever like trauma that you're still holding in your heart because of someone that broke your heart, or some type of betrayal, or some type of frustrating situation, you need to like let it go. You need to like cleanse it out of your heart space now, okay? Because I think with all that like heaviness, maybe you don't even realize how heavy your heart is, but this loss or this betrayal or this frustration or something is making your heart really heavy, and you need to cleanse your heart, okay? You need to cleanse your heart. Maybe you need to do a, sorry y'all, my throat got kind of scratchy right there. So maybe your throat chakra as well maybe needs to be cleansed or something. You need to do spiritual baths. That's what I was talking about. You probably need to do a spiritual bath or cleanse your space, cleanse your chakra, something like that. But I'm definitely thinking heart chakra and throat chakra they're needing to be cleansed or something like that. And also I think you are very much an empath. You're very much an empath, and you are very sensitive, and there is a need to cleanse your space more often this month, or cleanse yourself more often this month, because I feel like there's some type of heaviness. I'm sensing like heaviness or something. Okay, so we also have lost lands, soul memories, and gifts. You've done this before. And right under it was activated earth, power places, ley lines, trust where you're led. So I feel like, first of all, with the trust where you're led, that made me think of what I was talking about with your ancestors. There's probably a need to do more with your ancestors, like maybe building an altar for them, or learning more about them, or whatever, learning more about where you come from, or something along those lines, because I feel like it'll be very, very healing for you. And then I'm also wondering if you're carrying trauma dealing with your ancestors. Okay, I think some of you guys are holding on to trauma dealing with the ancestors in your throat and your heart chakra or something. That's, I don't know, spirit is guiding me to say that. That may be for a select few of you, but I feel like for some of you that are carrying it in your heart and your throat chakra, I'm feeling like maybe your ancestors, they didn't get to live out their heart's desires because maybe they were poor, or they maybe like how their color of their skin, or something stopped them from living out their dreams, and the heaviness I feel like is still in your heart. So maybe that's why sometimes when you're feeling like you're feeling heavy and stuff like that, it's because you're still carrying some of the weight from your ancestors. Wow. And the weight of the world card came out. So I think you need to get more in touch with your ancestors this month and see like what happened with them. You know what I mean? See if they can show you like what happened with them, because I think they weren't allowed to express themselves how they really, really wanted to. Like they couldn't express their heart's desires, or couldn't speak up for themselves all the time, and you may be carrying some of that in your heart. Not that you don't speak up for yourself at at times or whatever, but I think you don't always say how you feel. Like you don't always talk about your feelings that are in your heart, because I think your ancestors, they did the same thing, okay? Or you're afraid to express your creativity for some of you, or like some of your like best ideas, because you're still holding on to the fear of your ancestors, okay? So we got big picture thinking, Pleiades energy, visionary, inspired ideas, and then we also got prosperity lies ahead, new moon in Taurus. Wow, you know what? Let me tell y'all something real quick. First of all, I wonder if some of you guys have Taurus in your chart, like Taurus energy. Like it doesn't have, It could be like your moon, rising, even your sun, because this reading is for, you know, sun, moon, or rising in an air sign. So maybe you have Taurus somewhere prominent in your chart. But the reason why this is standing out to me is because the Pleiades, is that how you say it? That star system or whatever is it's near the Taurus constellation, okay? The Taurus constellation. So probably have like Taurus somewhere in your chart in a prominent place. Not all of you, but some of you. And I think it's funny that they came up right next to each other. So a lot of you guys may be Pleiadian or something. Maybe your ancestors are Pleiadian. Look into Pleiadian. Look into that star system, because I think it'll give you some answers about your ancestors. Look into that, okay? Look into it. Okay. Yeah. So anywho, I definitely feel like prosperity lies ahead, like the card said, and even how it has visionary inspired ideas. I do think like you've been getting a lot of visions about what you should do and what you should do next, and you know, you've been having a lot of ideas, but I think you've been kind of holding yourself back, maybe kind of isolating yourself, kind of like working behind the scenes, and which is great, definitely work behind the scenes. But I think you're also being called to like connect with people more as well, to share these ideas, like, and network with people. Because, you know, air signs, you guys are like the networkers of the zodiac, but for some reason I'm sensing that you've kind of been like holding back and not really sharing your ideas as much as you really could be right now. Or like connecting with others like how you really could be right now. And like I said, you don't have to be right next to them. You know, connect on the internet. Thank God for the internet, right? Use it. Use it. Join some Facebook groups. Talk to people on Instagram. I don't know, however you want to do it. But put yourself out there way more, okay? Because I feel like that's what's going to bring you the prosperity. Because you being in that networking energy is like your natural, that's your natural self. Not saying, because I know at times you're probably like really introverted, but there is also a side of you that's very talkative, very social, very out there, you know what I mean? So tap into that. You need to tap into that. Yes, and yeah, pay attention to what your ancestors, like dreams and visions your ancestors are doing or are sending you, especially if you have like a sudden idea to do something. Do that shit, okay? You might as well. You might as well, because that's your ancestors talking to you. Okay, so step out of your comfort zone. North Node, wow, okay? So I was literally just talking about how y'all need to get out there, put yourself out there more this month, talk to people more this month, and look at where your North Node is. Look at where your North Node is, because I feel like it'll definitely tell you a lot more about what you're supposed to be doing. And I'm also hearing midheaven. Looking into your midheaven and your North Node, I feel like will give you more clarity about what you should be doing and about your purpose, you know, things like that. Or maybe you already know what those things, your North Node is and your midheaven is, but I think maybe looking deeper into it, maybe looking into the conjunctions made with your North Node or your midheaven, or the just any interaction that your North Node or your midheaven has with any of the other planets in your chart. I think you should look more into it, okay? And then the last 4 cards here, we have 6 of Pentacles, we got the Emperor, wow, we got 3 of Wands, and we got Ace of Swords. So yeah, definitely step out of your comfort zone, especially with this 3 of Wands card. Come on, Spirit is telling you to step out of your comfort zone and be optimistic, okay? Be optimistic about stepping out of your comfort zone and trying new things, okay? And I feel like the more optimistic you are, the more clarity, mental clarity you'll have, because I think sometimes your doubt and your fear and you're trying to like rationalize everything, it kind of like ruins your like optimism. Okay, when you, or not ruins your it ruins your optimism, but it also clouds your mind sometimes, because like you're like, oh well, let me be rational, let me, you know what I mean, and it kind of just ruins your optimistic mood. And I think you need to like step out of that. And then also with this Emperor card coming up, I definitely feel like you are a pro at something. I don't know what it is, because it can be different for each one of you, but you're really a pro at something, and Spirit wants you to show that gift off more, okay? Maybe teaching more about like this thing that you're good at, or talking more about it, talking to more people about it, or something like that. But you're a pro at something. You're very skilled at something, and Spirit is wanting you to like step out of your comfort zone and talk to more people about it. Market yourself more. Share this gift more with people, okay? And what else did I want to say? Share your gift more with people, whatever this thing, because you're a real pro at something. You're a real pro, and Spirit wants you to like tap into that more. Well, not tap into it, because you're tapped into it, but you need to feel confident in it more, okay? Be more optimistic about it. Alright, so that was your reading, air signs. I really hope it resonated with you. If it did, make sure you leave a comment. Make sure you hit that subscribe button, and make sure you hit that notification bell so you're notified every time I drop something new, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the month, and I'll talk to you again soon. Hello, my beautiful water signs, okay? And the water signs are Pisces, Scorpio, and Cancer. And this is for Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, or Mercury in one of those signs, or shoot, all of those signs, okay? So let's go ahead and get into your September 2020 reading. And also, before we get into it, make sure you subscribe to my channel, and also hit that notification bell so you're updated every single time I drop something new, okay? All right. So let's see what the cards gotta say. Okay, so the two cards that came out first that's standing out is, the first one is a new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra. And then we have expect powerful change, new moon, oh my goodness, new moon eclipse. Sorry y'all, my timer. Okay. Yeah, expect powerful change, new moon eclipse, and a new romantic cycle begins. So, I feel, first of all, I feel like for a lot of you guys, since that eclipse happened, because there was that full moon eclipse in Capricorn, and that was during Cancer season, and I know a lot of you guys watching this are Cancers, or you know, you have Cancer somewhere in your chart, but I feel like a lot of you guys have been experiencing a lot of changes, probably since like right around Cancer season, or maybe like a little before Cancer season. Maybe you experience changes when it comes to relationships, like maybe you experienced a breakup. Maybe you experienced a breakup. Maybe you experienced changes with like your job, like how you was getting money, stuff with like your career, or maybe like your interests, like maybe you were deciding to take up some type of new interest, such as, well, since we have Libra here, I'm gonna say arts, something in the arts, or like, because the arts could be so many different things, such as like acting, music, writing, painting, animation. I'm not gonna get into all of that right now, but maybe you started taking that like up, like you decided to start doing that more, or like working on that more, or maybe making changes with how you derive an income. Okay, so yeah, and then wow, right under it, a new earth, it's happening. Keep holding the vision, okay? So even if like you didn't experience changes since then, I do feel like you kind of been undergoing a lot of changes since then, and or maybe you set some type of intention around that full moon eclipse, or when we had the new moon eclipse, because I think that was in Cancer. Yeah, it was in the sign of Cancer. Yeah, so I feel like there's just been a lot of changes going on with you since then, or you put some type of like intention out there, like maybe since that new moon that happened in Cancer, the new moon eclipse that happened in Cancer. Well, it was really like a solar eclipse, but it was also a new moon in Cancer that same day. So like some people call it new moon eclipse or whatever. Anywho, you probably set some intentions that day. You probably set intentions about like moving, or like making changes with your career, or maybe with relationships, some type of intention that you set out since then. And I feel like this month you're gonna start to see the results of those intentions that you set during that time period. And yeah, for a lot of you guys, I feel like it has something to do with like how you derive your income. You set some intention or made some changes around that new moon eclipse. And then for some of you guys, I feel like it may have to do with like your home. Maybe you set intentions to change your home or something. I don't know if I just said that, but yeah. Anywho, I do feel like this month you're going to begin to see changes because of that intention that you set like back then. Okay, so yeah, this month you're definitely going to see the results of those intentions that you put out there. Yeah. And I also feel like this month, sorry y'all, my dang timer is not cooperating with me. But I feel like this month also is about relationships for you. And I think I was talking about that with the air sign, so maybe you have air in your chart as well. But this month is all about relationships. A lot of you guys may be starting a new relationship, like a new boo coming in your life. Or like if you're currently in a relationship, maybe things are gonna get more romantic, or maybe you guys are gonna start something together, like maybe moving in together or starting a business idea together. But because we have a new earth right over a new romantic cycle begins. So I do feel like, yeah, a lot of you guys are starting new relationships, but it doesn't even have to just be like a romantic relationship. It could be new friendships, like new friendships coming into your life. And that's funny because I was talking about this with the air signs, because with the air signs I was saying that it seems like they've been like isolating themselves a little bit or whatever. And so yeah, I feel like you have air in your chart or something. And yeah, new relationships are coming into your life, or maybe even just, yeah, more fun when it comes to relationships that you already have, such as like your family relationships or your friendships or your boo. It's just gonna be, there's just gonna be more good times together, whether it's just like just chilling in the house or, you know, going somewhere. But I do think there's gonna be a lot more deeper conversations or something. But yeah, for some of you guys, you're gonna be meeting someone new that like, they're very romantic. They could be a Libra. They could be a Libra, have Libra in their chart, and maybe they're just so romantic and they like sweep you off your feet or something like that for a lot of you guys. But also with a new earth, I do feel like a lot of you guys are, yeah, starting new projects, or something new is coming into your life. Okay, something new is coming into your life, and something is making me think, because it does say new moon in Libra, so, which is crazy because, you know, Libra season starts at the end of this month, and then going into, I don't remember the exact date. I don't think no, it's not this month. It's next month. I forgot the exact date, but next month there's going to be a new moon in Libra. So I do think something may be occurring for you around new moon in Libra, and it could be like a new job, a new place where you live, a new romantic relationship. But I think you've been setting the intention since like Cancer season. Okay, so something new and popping, okay, is coming around Libra season, during the new moon in Libra, okay? Especially with the new earth, I definitely think there's some type of new project that is happening for you, or you're starting. Yeah. But anywho, let me move on. So we have the golden children, inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. So for a lot of you guys, I'm feeling like, first of all, I think you've been doing a lot of healing around like your inner child. There's been a lot of healing, and I do feel like a lot of you guys have air signs in your chart, because I just keep thinking that in my mind, because it's like something similar. I feel like it's going on with the air signs as well. But I think you're doing a lot of healing around your inner child, like healing from your childhood. And that definitely is giving me Cancer vibes. And maybe that was one of the things that you realized during Cancer season, like, damn, I have a lot of childhood wounds, and you maybe didn't realize how much like things dealing with your parents and family has like truly traumatized you, okay? It truly traumatized you. And with water signs, and I'm not trying to drag you when I say this because I have a Cancer rising, it's like, we don't know how to let shit go. Because when things happen, when trauma happens, because we're so sensitive, it embeds itself into our like subconscious, and then we try to learn how to maneuver, you know, through life with this trauma that's still embedded in our subconscious. And I feel like you guys just been doing a lot of healing surrounding your childhood, things dealing with your parents and stuff. And you're doing great. You're doing great, sweetie. You're doing great. But also, this is talking about, the continuing that healing. Continue that healing, doing more to heal that inner child. And I think even understanding certain triggers that you may have, it comes from situations you dealt with in your childhood or dealing with your parents, okay? And maybe that's why sometimes you get so like depressed or like down and out. It's because of certain things that happened with your childhood and your parents, okay? And we also have, I forgot to say, another thing with you guys. Some of you guys are parents, and I feel like the more the more you spend time with your children and you like relax with them and teach them stuff, that's healing your inner child. That's healing your inner child. And you're gonna realize, I mean, of course there's parts of you that's in them, but you'll start to realize like, dang, like, wow, like I really like spending time with my child because it really has been healing me from all this childhood trauma stuff, because you become that parent that you never had, okay? You become that parent you never had. But also, for those of you that do not have children and maybe you don't really care to have children, it's really about healing your inner child, and also maybe like doing more things that you love to do as a child, and getting back in tune with your inner child, because I think you've been so caught up in, you know, adult life and responsibilities and taking care of this and you gotta do that, and you're over here and you're over there, and spirit is wanting you to get back to who you were as a child, like get back into certain things that you did as a child, because it's gonna ease your mind. I feel like your mind is just, it's been a little scattered for some of you. Okay, so for the next card we have here is Judgment, King of Pentacles reversed. Wow, I can't make this stuff up. 6 of Pentacles, which has to do with the childhood, okay? I'm telling y'all, I don't look at these cards when I'm picking them. I just like put them in the piles that they need to go into. And another card having to do with childhood, healing from childhood trauma, okay? And spending time with children. so that you can heal that childhood wound that you may have, or getting back to certain things that you did as a child, or just having more playtime in your life and not being so focused on adult stuff. Because I know, you know, we are all adults and we have to do or take care of our responsibilities. But yeah, there's definitely a need to get back to your child self, okay? And continue to do that healing surrounding your childhood self, because I feel like there's like a blind spot right there, because maybe you don't realize how traumatized you are from certain things in your childhood, okay? And yeah, I don't think you realize that. And then we have, yeah, the Judgment card, and then the King of Pentacles being reversed. I feel like, yeah, you're being called to do something. Well, clearly, you're being called to do something surrounding, when I think of King of Pentacles, I feel like you're getting called to do something like with business or something like that. And the fact that it's reversed is definitely making me feel like something in your childhood sometimes makes you feel like you having your own business is impossible, because maybe you struggled during your childhood, maybe you, like, you know, your family didn't have money, or maybe you've seen people in your childhood who had their own businesses and then it failed, or you something surrounding money and childhood, okay? But I think maybe your parents instilled a lot of fear in you when it comes to money, okay? Or maybe they said like, oh, you need to get a job and you need to go to school and you need to do this and this and that. And so with you stepping out on your own and becoming an entrepreneur, it scares you. Or even just money in general, you feel like, damn, I don't know, because you have fears around money because of things dealing with your childhood, okay? And wow, and we even have Page of Pentacles here, which is definitely giving me entrepreneur vibes, okay? So yeah, some of you guys are stepping into business for yourself, or maybe you already have your own business, but sometimes your emotions kind of get in the way at times, because you doubt yourself, you doubt your ability to create like a super big income for yourself, or you doubt your business ideas, you know, something like that. But I do feel like you're stepping out of that. I do think a lot of you guys are stepping out of that, because the fact that he's holding the coin like this, I wish y'all could see it, but the fact that he's holding the coin like this, I think you're finally stepping out of that energy of feeling like, okay, I can't do this. But now you're realizing, you know what, I can do this. You're finding, I think you've been doing more research around entrepreneurship. Like maybe you're learning more about how to market yourself. Maybe you're learning more about what options are out there for you. Maybe you're learning more about, yeah, manifesting money and how to like get rid of the mindset that makes you feel like you can't have a lot of money or the things that you desire, you know, things like that. And I also feel like some of you guys may be going back to school, deciding to go back to school, or taking some type of course, reading certain books, or something that will help you with getting more money. Okay? So we also have the 7 Star Sisters, Birthing Creations, Tapestry of Life Expression. Wow. Okay, yeah. My entrepreneurs, y'all. A lot of you guys are entrepreneurs, okay? And stop doubting your ideas. Give birth to these ideas. It doesn't matter, you know, what people say and then the trauma that you experience. It's time to like release that trauma and go forward with your dreams, okay? Really, really go forward with your dreams. Like give birth to these ideas that you've been wanting to do for so long now, okay? And deep cellular healing, Arcturus, energy, physical, and emotional healing. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. I was just talking about how with water signs, we tend to like, well, like I said, my rising is Cancer. But it's like when trauma happens, it embeds itself into our subconscious and our DNA and stuff like that. And I think, yeah, you're doing healing. You're doing a lot more healing surrounding your childhood, because maybe you didn't realize at first how much these certain things traumatize you to the core, and it's still embedded in you, okay? And I think this month you're going to be doing a lot of healing, and you should definitely get into like sound therapy, frequencies and stuff like that, because that really, really helps with deep cellular healing, okay? So we have empathic starseed and energetic sovereignty, absorbing what's not yours. Goes right along with what I was literally just saying about how, you know, you absorbed a lot of these things that people said to you during childhood, or even maybe like if you have parents that weren't together, they were always arguing, there was a lot of drama going on, a lot of just BS going on. Yeah, you picked up on a lot of that during your childhood, and now it's time to heal from that. Now it's time to really, really take the time to heal from that, okay? Cleanse your aura. This is a month for you to do a lot of cleansing and releasing all of that shit that you've been carrying with you since childhood, okay? And then even surrounding relationships. For a lot of you guys, you've been carrying trauma surrounding relationships because maybe your parents weren't together, and maybe you attract certain types of partners that are emotionally unavailable, or they're cheaters or stuff like that, or it makes you not trust people like that do have your best interest at heart, because we even have star brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, trust. So it makes you not trust people all the time because of things that happen with your parents, maybe even how your parents have treated you. You know, it makes you not trust people because, you know, maybe your parents kind of like disrespected you in a way or abandoned you in a way, so you don't always have trust for other people, or you attract people that aren't, or you attract people that kind of disrespect you and like just abandon you and stuff like that. So yeah, and I think Spirit wants you to know it's safe for you to trust. I'm not picking my nose, guy. My nose ring, okay? Not picking my nose, but yeah, Spirit wants you to have more trust, okay, in Spirit and also in other people. Of course, like people that seem to be trustworthy, and I feel like water signs. Sorry, camera got cut off, but I was basically saying, yeah, there's a need to continue to do healing surrounding your childhood so that you're able to, I feel like, fully live out your purpose, okay? Because I think these certain things that happen from like your childhood that you may be still holding on to sometimes affects, you know, your money flow, and then also even some of those certain things are like big triggers for you, and it makes you react a certain way, or it triggers depression and doubt and things like that. So there's a need to really, really heal from certain things that happened during your childhood. And I feel like one way that could really help like deep cellular healing, or that could bring deep cellular healing for you, is working with frequencies, like sound frequencies, like the, you know, the hertz frequencies. Like if you just go on YouTube and search like frequency for getting rid of anger, or frequency for deep healing or healing the heart, or, you know what I mean, you'll find it on YouTube. You'll find it, okay? So I think those would be really, really helpful for you, and it'll improve the quality of your life, your finances, and I feel like your relationships especially, and it'll help you with attracting good partners for those of you that are single and keep attracting like these fuck boys, okay? It'll really help with helping you like attract better partners, and also help you with trusting your partner and trusting your friends that are already in your life, that you sometimes feel like, oh, I can't trust them because, you know what I mean, even though they do have your best interest at heart, you know. Some people don't, but you'll know. Anywho, that was your reading, water signs. If it resonated with you, please leave a comment below, and also hit that subscribe button, and then also hit that notification bell so you're updated every time I drop something new, okay? I hope you have a great rest of the month, and I will talk to you again soon in one of my upcoming videos. Peace.